This video has tons of Christmas crafts inspiration for you. Let's get started.
I am beyond excited to be going onto Dollar Tree and finding all of these aisles filled with Christmas decor, and I am loving them. As I was in the ornament aisle, I found these beautiful ornaments. I love the shape, I love the size. I'm not fond of the design, although if you love it, it's great for your tree, but I'm going to take several of them and just really customize them to a more custom look. I'm going to remove the jute string as well as the little silver portion from the top. And then I tried to remove the paper. I'm rarely very successful at that, so I just pulled out my electric sander, sanded it down to remove the design, and then of course I wiped it down really well because we don't want any dust from the sanding on it. I'm going to take the Rust-Oleum Farmhouse Red and I'm going to give it 2 coats. Once the paint was dry, I am going to take painter's tape and I am going to paint one stripe in the center black using Waverly chalk paint in the ink. And then I'm going to remove it and reveal the line. We are going to make a little Santa ornament, Santa belt ornament. Now I'm going to take this leftover piece of vinyl that I had. It has this very golden glittery tone, which would be perfect for a belt buckle. I created one using my X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to place it right in the center. And then I'm going to take these socks from Dollar Tree. I love the striped look. I'm definitely going to grab more because I have so many ideas with these socks. I cut off a little strip from the top, and I'm going to hot glue it to the bottom and the top of the belt buckle.
Without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I decided to spray paint the little silver portion with this metallic golden tone spray paint. And once it was dry, I'm just going to hot glue it to the top. And it turned out really well. It's not the same golden tone as the belt buckle, but it works well. I'm going to add some of these little picks from Dollar Tree. They were part of a larger pick, and I decided to cut off a few little branches, and I am going to hot glue into the top, as well as these little berries are also from Dollar Tree. I love the size of them and that they're deep red. I really like that color. I decided to add one more little branch on the other side and one more little berry just to kind of fill it up and finish it off. I am going to add, instead of ribbon, I am going to add pipe cleaners to this one, and it's going to be in the golden tone. I'm going to twist it on the top, and then I'm going to slide down that knot to behind the ornament, and then I'm going to twist it in the top, and that way I can really control how that ornament is going to hang. And I am loving this ornament. I just love that little belt buckle. What a cute way to upgrade these ornaments. For the next Dollar Tree craft, I am going to take another one of those ornaments, remove everything, sand down the top, once again, wipe it down. And this time I'm going to take this spackle. This is also from Dollar Tree. I know it was a little bit dry, so I'm just going to add a little bit of Mod Podge, just kind of soften it a little bit. I don't want it runny by all means, but I do need it to be a little bit more softer. Now I'm going to take this huge stencil, but I'm only going to use the snowflake portion of it. I'm going to place it in the center, and then I'm going to start applying the spackle. This is going to give me a raised stencil look. I've done this many times on my channel here, and I love using these stencils to do it. These stencils are reusable, and you can find them on Amazon all the time. So once I had the spackle applied on it, I'm going to remove the stencil, and you can actually see it in person so much better. Once it was dry, I'm going to paint it white. We're going to keep this one very neutral, very wintry, kind of winter wonderland Christmas style. Once the paint was dry, I'm going to take this pick. It has some white berries on them, and it almost looks frosted, which I thought went really well with the theme of this ornament. I'm going to cut off 2 separate little branches. I'm first going to attach that little silver portion once again, and then going to start hot gluing those little branches. Now, to make sure that they lay flat on the surface, I'm going to cut off the little leaves that are underneath the branch. That way it's going to lay nice and flat. Friends, if you enjoy this type of video, I would love for you to consider joining our YouTube family if you haven't done so. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. So I'm just going to place this last one here, and then it's time to take this little bell. Now I love this ornament, but I have other plans for it. So I'm just going to remove the little bell from it and hot glue it right onto the center. I think that really adds that nice wintry white neutral look that I was looking for this ornament. For this one, I'm going to place one of these silver pipe cleaners, doing the same thing, twist it on top, slide it to the back, and then twist it right there on the top. And that way it's going to be finished. Boy, this one is gorgeous. It's not traditional Christmassy colors, but a lot of people decorate with this winter wonderland look, and I think this would be perfect. For the next DIY, I am going to take these ornaments. I got these one on Amazon, and I want to show you so that you can compare prices as well as quality with the ones with Dollar Tree. So they're about the same size. I found them. They are 100 in each pack or in each box, and they're for $25, $24.99. So they're essentially 24 cents each instead of $1.25 from Dollar Tree. Just keep that in mind. If you can get these on Amazon, I do have them down in the description box and also in my Amazon store, so check it out. All right, so we're going to take one of those ornaments, and we're going to take this Dollar Tree dusting mop, and I'm going to cut off a piece from it. I'm going to hot glue it to the bottom of the ornament. Then we are going to cut off the shape of the bottom of the beard, what it will be, and I'm just going to shape it a little bit more like a V shape because we're creating a little gnome, which I think is going to be so adorable. Now I'm going to take one of those socks once again, and I'm just going to cut off the piece on top. I'm going to slide the sock right from the top. That way this is going to be the hat of the gnome. I am then going to take some hot glue, and I'm just going to glue this bead. It was already stained in this darker tone, which I thought was perfect because it really stands out. I'm just going to hot glue it right there in the center. I did add hot glue to the hat, so that way it's not going to come off. Now I'm going to take some of that baker's twine that came with the ornaments, and I'm going to tie a piece on the top to create that little hat effect. And then I'm going to add this little pom-pom. I have no clue where I came from, but I'm going to add it. The floral section at Dollar Tree right now for Christmas is insane. I love the colors. I love all the branches and picks that they have available, including this one. I'm going to cut off a couple of pieces, a smaller one and a taller one, and then I'm just going to hot glue them underneath that pom-pom. And then I'm going to add one of these little berries once again right underneath, just to add a little bit more texture. Now, do this part before you add the decor. I should have done it before. But basically, you just want to tie it around. This is where we can hang the ornament from. And this one is stunning. It's actually a pretty large size. Now, I did it with the Amazon ornament, but you can certainly do it with one of those Dollar Tree ones. I love it. For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I'm going to go back to one of those Dollar Tree ornaments, and we're going to remove everything from it. This time we're not going to sand it down because we are going to use this piece of scrap peel and stick wallpaper that I had left over from another craft, and we're going to cover the front with it. I'm just going to place it right on top, and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut off the excess wallpaper, and then I am going to sand down the edges to make sure that everything's going to be nice and smooth. Friends, if you love this type of video and you are enjoying this one, make sure you give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up really helps my channel grow, and it helps this video reach more people. All right, so now we're going to take this branch. This is one of those little garland ties that you can find at Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of about 12 or so. I'm going to use it and make a little tiny wreath with it. I'm just going to twist around the excess part of it, and then once I have it in place, I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of the ornament. We're going to create just a mini wreath. Once it's there, then we're going to add some decor on top. We're going to take this ribbon from Dollar Tree that has snowflakes on it. I'm going to make a very simple bow, make sure it's in an appropriate size, and then hot glue it to the top.
Go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other.
And now I'm going to take one of these berries. These are frosted. They're also from Dollar Tree. Beautiful berries, such a large size. I'm going to hot glue one right in the center. I thought something else was needed, so I'm going to grab these little frosted berry picks from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue one on each side of the bow, and then take one extra little berry and hot glue it to the bottom. That way everything kind of comes together, and I think it did really well. So now it's time to replace that little silver portion of it. So I'm just going to hot glue it in place, and set it there. And then we're going to use the same ribbon from the bow, and we're just going to thread it through the hole. And once again, we're just going to tie it in the knot, then slide it to the back, and that way you can't see it from the front. And I think this one is one of my favorites from today's very traditional colors. I love the little wreath, and I love how simple but yet festive it is.
And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. All I want is to spend this day.
For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I'm going to take another one of those Dollar Tree ornaments. I'm going to remove everything. And this I'm going to sand down a little bit, just the edges. And then I'm going to spray the surface of it with this Elmer's adhesive spray from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to place this canvas fabric right on top. Once it was secure, I am going to cut off the excess using my scissors as well as an X-Acto knife for very close. And it's not perfect. It's really hard to get in there to the edge when you are using fabric, but it worked really well actually. I'm going to distress and kind of antique the edges using a makeup sponge and some antiquing wax by Waverly. This is just going to add some more dimension. I'm going to put my safety glove here because we're going to use my drill to drill a couple of holes on each side of the ornament. It's going to be like on the side, but on the top of the sides. And this is because we're creating a little Rudolph reindeer. I'm going to take these little branches, they're just branches, and I'm going to cut off some pieces that I'm hoping it fits right in the holes. And when I dry fit them, they actually fit. So I was really excited that it fit. Once I had them in place, I haven't glued them yet, but I'm just going to cut off some of the excess branches. That way everything's going to be nice and even. Once I knew everything looked good, I'm just going to add a little dot of glue in each hole and place the branches right inside. I recently saw an ornament on Pinterest that had Rudolph nose, and it was like extra large, and I just thought how cute would that be to do something similar on this ornament. So I'm going to use the Rust-Oleum Farmhouse Red and an angled brush, and I'm just going to start freehanding a huge red nose on this reindeer. And once I had it, I am going to then make a couple of eyes using Sharpies. This is just a permanent marker from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to make a couple of eyes and then a mouth. And then I'm going to add some white details just to kind of mimic some like lighting on the eyes and the nose. And now I'm just going to place that silver portion with hot glue. For the string to hang the ornament from, I decided to use this baker's twine that I already had on hand. It has a little bit more of a jute twine look to it, which I thought looked great with the color of the ornament. And I'm just going to thread it through twice so I can have like 4 strings. And then I'm going to do the same thing, tie it, and then swing it all the way to the back. And then we're going to have something to hang it from. And I think it turned out so adorable. I love the way this one turned out. It's one of my kids' favorite. I love, love, love it. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. For the next Christmas craft, I am going to take one of those Amazon ornaments and I'm going to give it 2 coats of Waverly chalk paint in the white. Now I'm going to take a piece of scarf that I had in my stash from last year's crafts, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the top and the back, and we're going to create a little hat because we're making a snowman. I just thought I need to make a snowman. Last year I made one with some wood slices and it was a hit and everyone loved it, and I thought let me make a different one, but it's still going to be a snowman. Once I had the hat nice and secure, we're going to stuff it with some pillow stuffing. We're going to do the front and the back, and then we're going to tie the top with some yarn to create that little hat effect. And then once again, we're going to take a piece of that sock once again, and we're just going to cut off the portion that's white. And then we're going to cut it open so I have a longer strip. And I'm going to draw a nose. At first, I did it a little too small. This is a paint marker from Artisa. Then I had to make it a lot larger. It was just too little. And once I had it finished, I am going to hot glue that piece of sock right onto the rim of the hat. This is just going to make it look a lot more cozy. I am going to add one of these bells from Dollar Tree. I love that these bells are not really shiny. They have like a sheen, but I love the color. They are so high-end looking. I love them. I'm just going to hot glue one right there on the top of the hat. I contemplated using a little greenery and I didn't, but I think it looked cute anyways. I'm going to use this little foundation brush and this paste. You can use any pink or little like beige color paint that you may have on hand. I created some little rosy cheeks for my little snowman here. I added a pipe cleaner in the back so we can hang it. And look how stinking cute he is. I love the way this one turned out. For the next Christmas craft, I'm going to take another one of those Amazon ornaments and I'm going to take this piece of scrap peel and stick wallpaper that I still had on hand from another project, and I'm going to cover one side of it. It has a great look like faux wood, and I'm just going to cut off the excess once again using my X-Acto knife, and then I'm going to sand down those edges to give it a smooth finish. Now I'm going to take this little reindeer ornament from Dollar Tree. I think they're so cute, but the little wreath around his neck could be a little bit better, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to take another one of those garland ties, and I'm going to wrap it around his neck, cut off the excess, and just twist it around until it's a little bit more tight and snug on him. And then we're just going to add some embellishments. This is just going to give it that same look that it already had, but it's going to be a little bit more elevated. I'm going to add one of those frosted berries right onto it, and then I'm going to take the same little bell that already had on it, and I'm going to hot glue it right next to it. I am then going to hot glue the reindeer right in the center of the ornament. And we're just about done. I did add a little bead on his nose to make it look like Rudolph and a white pipe cleaner so that we can hang it. And I think it's adorable. It's actually one of my daughter's favorite. I love the way this one turned out. Such an easy way to upgrade this ornament. For this next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I am going to take this ornament again from Dollar Tree. I removed everything from it, and I'm going to take some white vinyl from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just cover one side. Now it's really kind of see-through, so I did have to add 2 pieces of vinyl to make sure that I had full coverage and that you're not going to see the bottom design. And that's what I did. It wasn't hard. I just doubled it up, and then of course using my X-Acto knife, I cut off the excess vinyl and I sanded it down for a smooth finish. Now I'm going to take some additional vinyl that I already had on hand. This one's a little bit more of a burgundy. I'm also going to take a glittery blue one as well as a black and white buffalo check. And I'm just going to cut off about 1-inch thick pieces. And then I'm going to cut them in triangles. We're going to mimic some trees. This ornament is going to have a little bit more of a modern look to it. So I'm just going to cut off the trees to match in size. And then I'm going to remove the backing from them. And I'm just going to place them right on top of each other, kind of like next to each other.
Let's go outside.
I'm going to place that silver portion right on top with hot glue. And then we're going to add some greenery. Again, these are just pieces of greenery from Dollar Tree picks that I found recently. And I'm going to hot glue one on each side. And then Dollar Tree came out with these stickers. You know I love Dollar Tree stickers. And they came out with a whole line of Christmas ones. And they have these little snowflakes. I'm just going to place one right in the center. Place a silver pipe cleaner to hang it with, and I love it. It's definitely not traditional decor, but many people love more modern looks, and this one definitely has it.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling.
For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I'm going to take another one of those Dollar Tree ornaments. I removed everything from it already, and I'm going to take more of that glittery blue vinyl from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut off a piece of it, and I'm just going to place it in the front of it. Once again, I'm just going to cut off the excess using my X-Acto knife, and then I'm going to sand it down once again for a smooth finish. We're going to make more of a white and blue theme color here. We're going to take a couple of these little foam balls from Dollar Tree and we're going to hot glue them together to make a little snowman. I think it's so stinking cute. Once I had them in place and dried, I am going to take one of these white and red pipe cleaners. It already came like this. I thought it was so cute. I'm going to cut off the excess from it, and then I'm going to twist it because that's going to look like a little scarf. Then I'm going to take the leftover scarf from earlier, and I'm going to make a little tiny hat for my snowman. I'm going to hot glue it to all around the head and then tie the top with some yarn to give it that hat effect. I tilted the hat a little bit more to the right and then hot glued it so that it can have a little bit more of a tilt. Now I'm going to take some more of those little snowflake stickers. These are the smaller ones, and I'm going to place 3 of them on one side and 1 on the other side of the snowman. And then I'm going to hot glue the snowman onto the ornament. I replaced that little silver portion and added a white pipe cleaner so that we can hang it from. And look how beautiful this is. It has more of a snow globe kind of feel to it, and I love the way this one turned out. For the next Christmas craft, I'm going to take one of those Amazon ornaments and I'm going to give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the Farmhouse Red. This one's going to be very high class, high end looking. I'm going to then take these little gold leaves. Now the paint is already dry. I'm going to Mod Podge the top of it, and I'm going to place some of these gold leaves right on top. And then once I have them attached, I'm going to take a small brush and just remove the excess gold leaf. It's really easy, but it's kind of messy. I'm not going to lie. Then once I had that done, I am going to just place some random, almost distressed look onto the actual ornament. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to take the Mod Podge. I'm just going to add it on several places on the ornament, place the gold leaves, and then remove the excess. Friends, I want to let you know that I am going to have this entire set of ornaments on my Etsy shop. It's going to be the only one because this is all I have for these ornaments. So if you want to check them out, make sure you go onto my description box, click the link to my Etsy shop, and check them out. I'm going to add some greenery here and this little bell once again, just right in the center. I'm going to add a pipe cleaner to it as well. And it's going to be in the golden tone, of course, because it matches the whole theme. But tell me this one does not look so high end. I love the way it turned out. I think the possibilities are endless with this gold leaf. Again, it's a little messy, but I really love the way this one turned out. You're going to have to let me know which one of these is your favorite. I really can't choose. But don't forget to check out all the links down in the description box. And here's another video with tons of ornament inspiration. You have to watch this one. Click on this one right here. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.
Go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas.